All right, back on Surgeon Sundays. I think we got to be in double digits now, like 10 Surgeon Sundays deep. But yeah, welcome everybody. Looks like we have a good turnout jumping on early with us. But yeah, lots of cool things to go over for this week's kind of updates and recaps and everything. So, but once again, like we'll throw it up on YouTube like always. So. Couple quick notes in terms of growth. We put some numbers down here, like in the beginning. So obviously, the holders are growing and growing and growing. The DOSA competition has been like the voting competition has been awesome for us. I think personally, I think it's given us some great exposure. We've gotten into a lot of fresh eyes and gotten people talking about what Surge is and just making it to where people are aware that this is out there at least, and it's like really really cool stuff. So I've noticed a lot of questions coming in throughout the Telegram all week long, and like people just kind of like trying to figure it out, and that's amazing. That's what we want. So the DOSA competition still going. So like we obviously need like full support on that. But we're near 2,000 total holders on BSC and still seeing a real gradual growth on ETH as well. But obviously there's a temporary short-term spotlight on BSC right now because of the DOSA competition, but we do have a lot of fun things coming up on the east side here shortly as well. We do have some project migrations, a little bit, just basically just kind of cash infusions into the east side. That's going to provide a little bit more liquidity and all that kind of fun stuff, for all of our ETH holders over there. One quick thing I did want to note as well in terms of like the growth and the overall vision, something that we spoke about was that like we ideally want to see our top 100, top 50 filled up with not holders but contracts, people in the ecosystem or projects in the ecosystem, kind of taking over the top 50 and in top 100 places. So with that being said, we have some cool updates in terms of the numbers. So like the top 50 right now, 3 of our projects are in the top 50. So meaning I have our top 50 holders, 3 of those are actually projects growing and growing our TVL. And 8 of them are on the second page. So our top 51 to 100 holders, meaning we have 11 projects in the top 100 right now that are basically just, helping us lock up the TVL and grow that number and continue to grow the I guess the value in the ecosystem in the right way, like a healthy way. So really, really cool stuff to see those numbers specifically, not just the holders grow, but these other numbers start growing as well. Seeing these projects creep up in the top 100, that's really, really great for the ecosystem. That's what we want to see. And so everything is on track and it's looking great. Trying to see if there's anything else on my side. I'm sure I'll go again, but Heisen, if you want to touch on some of the dev stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Before that, again, it's pretty huge for us to have projects claiming the top spots in the Echo, because in the perfect world, it'll be all projects, and we'll have all the SRGs invested within SRG20s. Like that's the long-term vision for Surge on all chains, in a sense. So first thing first, I guess. I guess we have enough numbers. Let me share screen. I think I'll share this. All right. So the swap is almost ready. I think we still have one thing to do with it. You can change chains. You can look at your wallet, disconnect it. You can do whatever you want here. And I'll be doing a live buy here. These are the settings as well. You can change them. Let me buy a bean. All right, takes a second. Should have sped up the. All right, it worked. It gives you the link and it tells you if you want to add SRG or not. So it shows here, I guess. Yeah. And so yeah, there's a lot. All the other stuff that I talked about are there. So yeah, Swap is in a very advanced stage right now, and we still have a couple, like one or two things left to do before we have the public release for it. And this is huge for us because again, like the swap is almost every, like with Pancake Swap, the swap is everything, right? Or with Uniswap, all the other things are just like fillers. But the main thing is the DEX. The DEX should be there. It should be nice. It should attract and retain people right at the start. Like when they open the website, they should be attracted to the swap. So, and it's essential for us. Once this is released, the next step obviously will be going for the CMC and CG listings, because we want the CMC guys to look at our swap, have a nice swap in front of them once they want to check our application. So yeah, we're pretty advanced here. Other than that, yeah, again, the API was released last week. It's being used by SRG20 projects. I'm already seeing it in place. So it seems that there are no issues or no errors when it comes to the API, and there's a pretty good job done there. So which will be boosting our chances to get listed as a DEX as soon as possible on CMC and CG. Apart from that, we have the charting and the deployers, which we've been working on. The deployer will have a significant update soon, and the charting will have one as well. We're also aiming to get integrated with the established charting services. We all know them: Dex Screener, Dex Tools, all the others. Yeah, we're trying to get integrated with them as soon as possible as well. And we're aiming to have a launchpad for the Echo, so that we can start like collecting beans, collecting Ethereum, and transforming them into SRG, and consequently to SRG20s locked within our system, which would provide us with like significant growth for the project as a whole and for the Echo as a whole. Like one thing that I really like about the Surge ecosystem is that all the SRG20s help each other out to boost the entire ecosystem. And that's essential for us to grow parabolically over time. So that's it for me from the development side. I don't know if Albino wants to chip in here.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say the swap definitely looks clean. So this is like more of a final version. That one that we gave out. I forgot the platform is, but anyways, it had like
It
a lot of
was
extra
the
buttons and
Figma.
whatnot. So
Yeah, the Figma.
yeah, the Figma. There we go. Yeah, I was just having like a brain fart there, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool to see it like in its like final stages, because it's super clean. And then if anybody can't like see a lot of the details, there's a lot of cool details on it that are just really once you see it yourself, you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, no, I gotta say it's really cool stuff. But a couple of recaps too on like the marketing side and the community side. Content creation just wrapped up like over the week or last week. I apologize. So thank you to everybody who put submissions in and did entries and everything else. There was a total of $1,000 up for grabs. I think I've paid everybody but like 2 people who haven't responded. So yeah, like really cool stuff. We got a lot of great content, a lot of really cool threads out there as well. DOSA bomb, I think it's nearing like $21,000 now. But not only that, like it's 100 new holders into the ecosystem as well. It's kind of being immortalized as the champion, no matter what. That's the kind of those are the things that we want to win as well. In addition to that huge buy into the ecosystem. But yeah, guys, that's going to be absolutely huge for us. There is I think like 24 hours left now, or no, 26 hours left. Something along those lines. There's a countdown on the actual D app itself, but it is like critical that we go all out for these last 24 hours. Staying positive, obviously, is a key to it. We have such a strong community, guys, and a lot of times, we've been really trying to prep. All the stuff kind of culminating in releasing it out to the public when it comes to the swap, and the more like bigger milestones of like getting CMC prep and everything else. So we've been kind of busy on the back end, but we appreciate everybody that's kept it, super positive in there. no matter what, guys, we want to win, and we don't want to lose and then think of excuses like on why we didn't win. We want to focus right now. We have the opportunity to win and make a really, really big impact into Surge. And we all know Surge is going to be around next month, in 3 months. It's just like Surge is still going to be around no matter what. So this is just a huge, huge thing for us to get some notoriety and obviously to have a big boost to the ecosystem. So we're going to make the most of it. And obviously, guys, we need your full support. So if you can't vote, if you're out of votes, don't forget, like, you can obviously share stuff. You can get people riled up. You can go into the DOSA Telegram, and talk about Surge in there and try to win some votes that way. We're going to have a contest going basically throughout the entire duration. So our one today is ending up. We have our pool contest going on right now. We put $1,000 worth of Surge. We're going to actually buy that back into the protocol before we do it. So we're going to do a $1,000 buyback today, and then we're going to distribute that out to the people that end up winning. Is that right, Heisen? Are we doing it today?
Yeah, we are. So right when the thing ends, we will take the new snapshot of voters. We'll determine who voted how much, and then based on the percentage, that $1,000 buyback is going to get distributed to each address according to its contribution. Yeah.
So
nice.
basically, everybody's winning in this equation. If you're a Surge holder, if you're an SRG20 holder, everybody's winning in this equation. Or if you're just bullish on Surge, you just found it through the DOSA bomb, and like you want to put some votes in. Like either way, no matter what, it benefits you because once your vote goes in, you get your Surge. Not only that, it sounds like there could potentially be like a $21,000 buyback coming on top of it too tomorrow. So like it's just a win-win-win for everybody. So yeah, final hours of that, like an hour and 45 minutes left, and then we will be on to the next one. We still have our most active contest too. So for anybody who's interested, we have 5 care packages to give out, guys. So each one of those care packages, 3 Dosacrat NFTs, and then 100,000 Dosa. So it's like a full voting package. So you want to make sure you put it on a clean wallet if you already have Dosa. If you end up winning one, but yeah, so we still have 5 more of those to give out, and yeah, we got some drawings to do.
Yeah, so we've had the biggest voter and the raffles before this voting pool, so we'll be drawing 5 winners depending on their votes, right? So let me share the other screen. Yeah, it's this. So we had a total of 268 votes for that competition, but the biggest voter will not be here because he got the 100,000 SRG already, and he supplied 125 votes. So yeah, the big guy right here because he has 73 votes. But hopefully he wins the first round, and then the others will have more luck in the 4 other rounds. So yeah, let's start, I guess. What was it? Enter, maybe. All right, Control Enter. Yeah, he didn't even win.
How rigged is it going to be if it doesn't win? I'll be the first to say it.
Right, the winner won. All right, let's remove this guy. I mean, if it doesn't win this time, it's hella rigged. All right.
No way. This is going to be a massive one for that person.
All right, 3 to go. All right. Okay.
It's like an ocean, man. It's like a full ocean.
And each one of those is winning 10K surge. So it's pretty significant. All right, now it makes more sense. All right.
Last one here.
All right, last one.
I want to see a little guy get it. Oh, okay.
Nah, damn. Right. Those are good. So yeah, each one of those is gonna receive 10K surge. And this is pretty it. This is pretty it for the AMA, I guess. A lot of stuff coming. We're at like the end of the like chunk of the foundation for Surge, which would allow us to start like heavily growing afterwards. We're like now at the borderline, if I may say, beyond which. The focus will shift towards onboarding more and more projects onto the system and like going mainstream in a sense. Because we have everything we need to go mainstream. We have the foundation, we have like an awesome community. We have all the tools for both devs and communities to make a lot of money. And it's all under a huge safety umbrella. So because DeFi is just horrible, right? Like if you go outside of Surge boundaries, DeFi is a horrible space. There's a high likelihood that you get rugged on any single project that you go into. So by removing that huge fear and removing the bottom, because the literal bottom for any PCS or Uniswap token is zero, because you can get rugged at any moment. By just shifting that bottom up until the real starting price of the token, we're already helping tokens a lot. On top of that, having all those developers able to launch projects with zero initial funding, I mean, that's insane, to be honest. So yeah, we are getting close to the growth period of Surge, the next growth period of Surge. And I hope that everybody here is with us when we start our like aggressive next phase.
Here, DC, I see you. What's up, DC?
Hey, you guys. Let me make sure my All right. Yeah. Well, first thing I wanted to say is I'm glad to be able to make it here because I've been missing the last VCs. Which I don't like missing them, so I'm glad to be here now. I almost missed this one. I was 10 minutes late. But first thing I want to say is thank y'all so much for changing the UI on that doggone swap, man. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I didn't see how we were gonna be able to make it mainstream with our swap looking the way it was. It's got to be easy to use, and it has to be what people are used to. So I wanna say big thanks to that. And another thing is I missed 10 minutes, so I want to get updated on what's been going on. What did I miss?
Well, I mean, like in terms of, we've just been doing really, really active. So we've been obviously the DOSA bomb voting competition has been huge. More and more groundwork kind of being laid in terms of getting prepped for the swap to get done. And then obviously, but the main focus, I think, the past week has just been a lot of community incentives. Creating content. We've had like the standing offer for like $100 a day for people out there making Twitter threads, and pretty much just a recap on everything that's coming to a conclusion, and just to be on the lookout for all the new stuff that's coming.
Got you, cool, man. Yeah, I really hope because they've been talking about there's a whale in there who has, and I want to say it to everybody here because I didn't want to type this in the chat, but I guess I can say it here out loud. There is actually a whale in there that has 100 votes left for Croge.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, guys. Like at the end of the day, we can't. The only thing that we can do is stay positive, right? Like that's our mentality. Is like we have a really cool opportunity. Let's make the most of it, and we are going to go hard. We're going to share everything. We're going to be active everywhere, and you can win some cool stuff just by doing that. So like that offer's on the table, and obviously we have to stay super active. So even if there is like 100 votes for any given person, it makes no difference, guys. We remain focused on the end goal. We do have an active. I'm gonna do like one more thing to that. Like we have the active competition right now. So a pool of 1,000 SRG is up for grabs right now. So put in
Yeah, $1,000, $1,000 of SRG. Just
$1,000. I apologize.
Yeah.
$1,000.
So I was trying to make a different point about it. So like I was saying, that whale is going to try and buy in by the end of the day at the very last minute. So I was saying anybody who wanted to buy in or who can buy in, who has DOSA, you might want to do it now because that's his strategy.
Boom. Yeah, I mean, we need all the support no matter what. You know, we definitely do. So appreciate everybody who's voted so far. We'll have another cool competition going to round us out for the voting too. So yeah, right on. But I mean, in terms of like the agenda on the AMA guys, Heisen, did you have anything else that you wanted to throw out there?
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot that has been revealed here in terms of swap. Like, we're already delivering on everything we said we will be delivering on, and we will not let like the Surge ecosystem down at any given phase. We're working nonstop, like myself, Albino, SDF, we're working 16 to 18 hours a day, trying to find every venue to expand Surge into in terms of development or marketing. I've been helping any developer that like approaches me to be able to launch within our ecosystem, and all those developers are bringing in their communities. And this is literally the borderline, as I said. This is the borderline between the foundation and the growth period for Surge, and it's up to you to do with that what you may. In my opinion, we're going into very good times for Surge in terms of growth, and it'll be just awesome, in my opinion.
Agreed. Some really unique ways to get like fresh eyes on us and to like incentivize people to come interact in the ecosystem. Some really unique ways. And I'm not going to give like any spoilers until you guys see it happen and you hear about it, because you will hear about it and it's going to be pretty awesome. So excited to kind of like to launch everything that we have been prepping. So yeah, I'm good with that. And obviously, guys, we're going to close the recording now, but we'll be available in the chat too, and we'll keep it open here right after too. Let me close down the recording.